Have you ever wondered why, no matter where you travel in the world, from the paved mountain passes of the Alps to the dusty back roads of the Sahara, you see that unmistakable beak and those sticking out cylinders? It's not just a coincidence. It's a cult. The BMW R 1250 GS has been the undisputed king of the adventure world for years. But in a world now filled with lighter, faster, and cheaper rivals, is this 600-pound beast still the gold standard, or are we all just buying into the hype of a very expensive Starbucks Explorer? Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm going to reveal one hidden design flaw that owners actually love. And it's probably the reason this bike is so hard to kill. The heart of the beast, the ShiftCam Boxer. Let's talk about that engine. It's a 1,254 cubic centimeters boxer twin, and it's the soul of the machine. The real magic here is the ShiftCam technology. Think of it like a split personality. At low speeds, the bike uses a partial load cam for smooth, fuel-efficient crawling through traffic. But twist that throttle, and the camshaft physically shifts to a full load profile, unleashing 136 horsepower and a massive 143 Newton meters of torque. It doesn't just accelerate, it surges. Whether you're overtaking a truck on the highway or powering out of a muddy rut, the power is always exactly where you need it. It's sophisticated, but it still has that raw, mechanical thrum that lets you know you're on something special. The technology, a cockpit from the future. When you sit on a 1250 GS, you're looking at one of the best displays in the business, the 6.5-inch TFT. It's crisp, easy to read in direct sunlight, and lets you toggle through more electronics than a fighter jet. You've got hill start control, which is a lifesaver when you're loaded with luggage on a steep incline, dynamic traction control, and integral ABS Pro that senses your lean angle. But the real star is the dynamic ESA, electronic suspension adjustment. With the press of a button, the bike adjusts its own damping and preload based on your weight and the terrain. It's the difference between a plush touring couch and a stiff, responsive sport bike, all handled by the computer in milliseconds. On paper, this bike looks heavy, nearly 250 kilograms wet. But the moment you pull away, that weight vanishes, because those boxer cylinders sit so low, the center of gravity is near your ankles. This makes the GS incredibly stable at slow speeds and surprisingly flickable in the corners. And let's not forget the telelever front suspension. Unlike traditional forks that dive forward when you hit the brakes, the GS stays level. This means you can trail brake deep into a corner with total confidence. It's a bike that makes an average rider feel like a pro, and a pro feel like a god. The big surprise, the crash-proof design. All right, here's the surprise I promised. Most manufacturers try to hide their engines behind plastic fairings to keep them safe. BMW did the opposite. Those cylinder heads stick way out to the sides. At first glance, it looks like a liability. Won't I just smash them if I fall? Well, here's the secret. In a low-speed tip-over, those cylinders, especially with crash bars, act like natural outriggers. They prevent the bike from falling completely flat. This makes the GS one of the easiest heavy bikes to pick back up in the dirt, because you aren't lifting it from 0 degrees. You're already halfway there. It's a legendary design flaw that has saved thousands of riders from a sore back in the middle of nowhere. Conclusion: is it worth the premium? The BMW R 1250 GS isn't just a motorcycle. It's a tool designed to do everything. It's a commuter, a cross-continental tourer, and an off-road explorer. Yes, it's expensive, and yes, the maintenance can be pricey, but there is a reason it remains the benchmark. It offers a level of balance and refinement that very few can match. If you want a bike that can take you to the end of the world and back without breaking a sweat, the King still wears the crown. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of adventure biking, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more unbiased, high-octane content.